Hi, my name is Iirw. I'm from batch 18A, DEM 0419065, and I'm here to present about murder case of Siti Nur Surya. So let's go into the first question, which is, as a detective, you are required to make a file notes of the above case on the day of the incident. The notes must be follow of the sequence of the incident. 1 November 2020, around 1:50 p.m. So Siti Nur Shuhada waited for her sister, who is Siti Nur Surya Shuhada, in the school to be picked up by her sister as usual. So around 1:35 p.m. After being waited for too long, Siti Nur decided to walk back to her house, which is in Kampung Lube Batu Telomong. This happened since her sister never picked up her from her school and never answered a call. She started to get worried about her sister and started to went back to her house really fast. 1:45 p.m. Siti Nur reached her house and she saw her sister Siti Nur Surya Shuhada embedded in the living room of her home in a state of blood and wrist breaks. 1:50 p.m. Siti Nur in a state of fear, trauma and sadness, went out of the house and continued to contact her brother and father to report the tragedy. At 2 p.m., I get a call from someone. They stated that there was a murder in Kampung Lube Batu, Telomong. So, as a detective, I went to the scene and to make a note of the case. 2:10. So I arrived at the scene. I saw a girl in a living room with broke blood and wrist. 2:50 p.m. Then I asked my team to conduct an investigation by taking photographs as a proof at the scene, and we start to collect information from the victim parents and people around them. 2 November 2020, 10 a.m. The next day in morning, police get a CCTV footage from the building rear birds nearest the house, found a EX5 motor that came out and went into Surya house at around 9 p.m. and high-winded woman. We conduct victim parents regards the CCTV footage. 10:50 a.m. Siti Nur aged 19, a teenager who is also a good friend of Surya, is the woman man in the CCTV footage accompanied by her mother. 11 a.m. Police, whoever found Atira's evidence suspicious, a question of further investigation was later conducted. In Atira's body, there was an injury effect. A bite in the hand was believed to have been caused by a scuffle. 11:05 a.m. Atira admitted she was present at Surya home at 9 a.m. Atira also admitted that she had killed the victim. 11:10 a.m. Atira stated that the fight between them had taken into an argument during which Siti Nur Surya was stabbed using the knife repeatedly, leaving her wrist severed and multiple injuries to her neck and body. 3 November 2020, 9:30 a.m. The suspect arrived at Marang Magistrate Court in a shivering condition for the trial of the case. Around 10 a.m., the court ruled the suspect with remand for 7 days from 3 November 2020 to 9 November 2020. On 9 November 2020, 9 a.m., Siti Nur charged under Section 302 Penal Code in the Magistrate Court Marang for murder of a friend, Siti Nur Surya Ismail. So the second question will be, in the case of an investigation officer, what the evidence help you to establish the murder case other than conviction of the suspect? So in the case of Siti Nur Surya, investigate officer got lots of evidence that stated Atira is a murder. So evidence 1, CCTV footage, which is digital evidence showing that the woman entering and exiting from the victim house by riding a AX5 bike at around 9 am and high-winded woman. Evidence 2. The police found the several injuries at the suspect body and mainly effect a bite wounds on a suspect hand. Believed to get know that some fight between suspect and victim. Evidence 3. The police found sample of fingerprint and some hair in victim house, which is genetic evidence. Evidence 4. The police found victim's belongings was with the suspect such as mobile phone, makeup accessory and cash, and in the get to know found that the suspect had stolen hundreds of ringgit, 2 handbags and 2 mobiles to fake a robbery at home. Evidence 5. Knife, which is physical evidence. Physical evidence is any object or any item has been assist to commit a crime. As you all can see, in this case, the knife is thought to have been taken by the suspect from the victim's house, and the knife was found by the side of a highway, Iirw. Question number 3. In this case, there are traumas suffered by those involved. Who those people you think suffer from the traumas, and what is the result of the trauma in this case? So the person who suffer from trauma in this case is Nur Siti, Liana and her family, and Hatira, the victim. Okay, Siti Liana was in most of the trauma because she was the one who saw her sister in a state of blood and wrist break. She can't accept the loss of her sister, who will always take care of her and drop and invite her from school every day. So second is the victim of mother. The victim's mother was in trauma because she couldn't help her daughter while she getting killed in front of her due to a poor health condition. This will remind her every time, and the incident become unforgettable for her and become suffer to trauma due to loss of her daughter. Next is the suspect, Atira, claims that the victim often mocks her poor family condition or a poor family life because the mother only works as a washman and father works village. Compared to the family lives of rather than happy victim, and get mocked by stating that she's not pretty, she's not beautiful compared to herself, and supposedly the lack of it being the cause of the suspect is still no boyfriend, until she often soaks up her feelings. Due to the mockery of the predator, Atira lost control and suffered from mental problem and get depressed. This caused the main thing they have a dispute that caused of a fight between the victim and the suspect. Okay, the last question will be, as an investigator of this case, do you think the suspect can be punished under section 302 penal code for murder or not, and why? Section 302 states that whoever commits murder shall be punished with death. As an investigator of this case, yes, the suspect have to punished under section 302 penal code for crime of being done murder of her own best friend. As the result of police investigation, the police found lots of evidence and proof that suspect is the one who murdered. All the evidence becomes the strong evidence to the suspect is indeed guilty. Due to all, the suspect is eligible to get the punishment under section 302 of penal code for the murder case. And also this become a lesson for the youngest generation and not to commit any crime in Malaysia. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Thank you.